Okay, but your first tarot card is the Two of Swords. And during the month of May, you may feel or are already feeling stuck. You may feel caught between two people. You may feel caught between making two different decisions, between walking different paths. Okay, you may be trying to find clarity on what path you need to take, on what you need to do next, on who to trust, on what to believe. Okay, and I think that comes right back to ask for help when needed. If you are in a situation where you're trying to make a decision, should I stay or should I walk away? You don't have to go through this alone. You don't have to deal with it alone. You can ask for help from your angels, from your spirit guides. You can ask for help from your close friends or family members. You don't have to make this decision alone, and you don't have to feel stuck forever. And you're not going to feel stuck forever. Okay? You are possibly in a situation with someone. This could be with a person or with a company where you do not feel as though your emotional needs, maybe even your financial needs, are being met. You're dealing with someone who's selfish, who only thinks of themselves, who's very self-absorbed, and they're not pouring into you. They're taking away your freedom. They're taking away your joy and your just true fun-loving energy, because as Pisces, you guys are so loving and carefree and fun. And whatever situation you're in, it's restricting you. It's not allowing you to be carefree. Okay? Yeah, you're dealing with someone who's not pouring into you emotionally, who's quite immature emotionally even. And I think you might be making a decision as to whether or not you want to cut ties or see if things will change. You could be in a situation where you're deciding, maybe you've already decided to walk away or to face these true facts about the situation. But you haven't made that decision yet. You're still in a little bit of internal conflict, and I think when you were with this person, there was a lot of chaos. Things were not easy. Things weren't simple. Things weren't smooth. It was always a fight for you, right? And I think you got to a point where you got tired of fighting. And I think you got tired of being the only one fighting for this. Was it worth it? I mean, how long can you fight if you're just fighting yourself? If you're fighting by yourself, if they're not putting in that effort to fight with you. If they're only thinking of themselves, is it worth sticking around? Is it worth continuing to pour into? Three of Pentacles. I think it's important to pour into people, but I think it's also important to be honest about what you're getting in return. It's okay if you're with someone who isn't pouring back into you, but is that something you want? That's the decision you have to make. Are you okay being the one putting in most of the work without their help? Star card. I think during this situation, you stopped pouring into yourself. And I think at a certain point, you might have thought that it is best for you to release this person. I have the Oracle card. I release any energies and attachments that do not serve me. I call back my power now. This can also be a mantra for you this month, Pisces. I release any energies and attachments that do not serve me. I call back my power now. You gave away your power to a company, to a person. I'm still going to do your love reading if this pertains to love for you. Don't worry, but you gave away your power. And I think you're making a decision as to how to proceed in order to get that power back. But don't feel as though you have to go through this by yourself. You have support, you have friends, and you have loved ones, and you have people that care about you that can help you make this transition, that can help you make this adjustment. Okay? Visualize a bubble of protection around you. Only love comes, and what needs to be released will be released. I think during your meditation, you should be meditating this month, and you should be saying this in your meditation, okay? Visualize a bubble of protection around you, and then say, only love comes in, and what needs to be released will be released. Okay? Ask your angels to ground your energy and come back to your heart center. Your heart is everything, Pisces. It is absolutely everything. And when that is being taken advantage of, when that is being messed with, you fall flat. You lose your power. You lose your connection to source. Okay, this person did not have your best interest at heart. I feel like they might have taken it's not a word. They might have took your finances, your resources, right? Things that were very precious to you. And because you loved this person, you allowed them to take from you. You allowed them to play with your heart, to mess with the things that were important to you, that are important to you. But right now you are in a state of trying to stand up, of release, of forgiveness, of letting go, of gaining your positivity back, of gaining yourself back. Okay, you're done fighting. You were fighting with someone you could never win. You could never win from this person. 5 of Swords. So now you're holding tight to yourself. You're holding tight to what matters to you. You're not just giving it away anymore. And I think that's the 2 of Swords. Even if you haven't made a decision, you're also not just giving blindly anymore. But you haven't completely removed yourself from the situation either. And whether that's physically or emotionally, I think you're still trying to make your decision on how to move forward. Because I think this person really tricked you. I feel like this person played you and you just weren't prepared for it. So now you're here and you're trying to get a handle on your world again. And I think you might be rewriting your script. What you want your present to look like, what you want your future to look like. 2 of Wands, sorry. Yeah, dealing with someone who was very emotionally immature, someone who couldn't give you what you needed. Pisces, you have so much emotion within you, right? You need somebody to match that emotional maturity, especially if you yourself have a handle on your emotions. But right now, you have allowed this person to pierce your heart. And you're feeling that hurt, and it's okay to feel that hurt. It's okay to ask for help right now. It's okay to ask for help to release. It's okay to meditate, to call upon your guides to help you let this go, right? Be patient with yourself. It's okay. It's okay that this didn't turn out the way that you wanted it to. But by saying that, you move into nurturing yourself, loving yourself, pouring back into yourself so that you can be who you need to be for that next thing that's coming, for that next interaction that's coming. It's okay. You've released someone who was controlling, who was dominating, who was quite angry and manipulative in a very, very real way. You have a couple of major arcana cards here. So I do see that this was very major for you, but you're walking away from this so that you can start over. Okay. So that you can have the life that you want and attract the person that you want in your life. This person wasn't it. This company wasn't it. And it's okay to need help, and it's okay to let go. It's okay to take your time making that decision as well. Release any energies and attachments that don't serve you and call back your energy, your own energy. That's this month for you, Pisces. Cutting those ties, feeling that hurt, and understanding that it's okay. You know the truth about this person, Justice. You know the truth about the situation. Like, there's no reason to fight with your mind or your heart about what you know, because you do know the absolute truth. So make a decision based off of that truth, based off of the patterns you've been seeing and the actions of the other person. Make your decision. But I think that if you're in this state of feeling stuck, I think that you know that walking away is best for you, so that you can attract so much better, so that you can get back in touch with yourself and attract someone else who can give you what you deserve. Because you deserve nothing but the best. Because you are the best.